Mashiko Dlamini makes the statement at reception on Monday for outgoing Vietnamese ambassador to South Africa, Vũ Văn Dũng. Mr. Dlamini said that South Africa attaches importance to developing ties with Vietnam and stands ready with Vietnam to effectively implement common perceptions of the country's senior leaders, while expanding and deepening cooperation in economy, trade, investment, tourism, science, technology, culture, and education, and increasing people-to-people exchange. Ambassador Dũng said Vietnam places importance to increasing ties with South Africa, the only nation in Africa that Vietnam has set up the partnership for cooperation and development. Vietnam is the fastest growing digital economy in the region. Singapore's Business Times reported on Monday, in large part due to the investment inflow, which is still on an unprecedented rise. Over the past 4 years, nearly $1 billion in funding has poured into Vietnam's e-commerce sector, reaching a record high in 2019. At the same time, the last 2 years the emergence of Vietnamese e-commerce players such as Tiki, Thế Giới Di động, and Sendor, which are among the most successful e-commerce platforms in the region. According to a report, Vietnam's booming e-commerce market, released by ICS Yusof Isaac Institute in January, the greatest potential of Vietnam's e-commerce sector can be seen by its enormous expansion, which is predicted to reach $15 billion in revenue in 2020. The U.S. State Department has raised its travel warning to level 3, warning passengers to reconsider travel to China as the Wuhan coronavirus spreads in the world. The warning says there are no effective measures to prevent the disease from spreading from human to human. Old people with health problems are vulnerable to get the virus. Canada has also issued a warning to its citizens not to travel to Wuhan, and the medical system is on high alert against the epidemic. The first case of the coronavirus was confirmed in Germany. A spokesman for the Bavarian Health Ministry announced next Monday. Japan has designated coronavirus as special infectious disease. A cabinet meeting on Tuesday decided that the government can legally order infected patients to be hospitalized and impose restrictions on their work activities to prevent further spread of the disease. The Chinese authorities have confirmed 106 deaths since the outbreak of the new coronavirus epidemic in the country. There are about 6,970 suspected cases. Vietjet Air has said if the authorities approve, it can arrange flights to Wuhan to take Vietnamese citizens back to Vietnam. The flight procedures will follow international healthcare and aviation regulations and Vietnamese law to ensure safety for passengers and crews. That's the news on VOV. You are listening to Voice of Vietnam. This, Vietnam's traditional Lunar New Year, completes the cycle of the 4 seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, and begins a new cycle. Welcoming Tết has a long cultural tradition in Vietnam. On today's show, Dr. Trần Vũ Sơn, former Deputy Chairman of the Vietnam Folk Art and Literature Association, will talk about the preservation of Vietnamese culture through Tết activities. What does the Lunar New Year mean to the Vietnamese culturally?
Tết Nguyên đán là di sản văn hóa của các tổ tiên để lại.
Vietnam's traditional Lunar New Year embraces many cultural meanings. It is the pinnacle of Vietnamese culture. That's why we need to preserve it, promote it, and keep it a real festival of the Vietnamese people.
Why is it considered a national heritage?
Di sản là bao giờ những cái tinh túy của tổ tiên để lại. cái trong bữa cơm
Heritage is the quintessence left by ancestors for later generations. Food, for example. The rest of the year you can eat whatever you want, but during Tết it's necessary to select the best dishes of which we